See, I knew a one-goal lead wasn't enough. What's up, everybody? TN Fanatic here. Hope you all are having a fantastic day, and welcome to another post-game reaction. Fans, please excuse my little just like monotone right now. I've been doing what the Predators offense has been doing, sleeping. I don't know what happened. Like when I got home from work, I just like absolutely collapsed. But you know what? Maybe that's what being a Preds fan as of right now, like that's the sacrifice that I have to make. I'm losing sleep over this team right here, and once again, unbelievable. For the fourth straight game, we lose 3-2. The only difference with this game is that we lose in regulation. So we don't even get like a sympathy point for that. And this time, it's the Maple Leafs that hand us a loss. But you know what? It wasn't always like that. It really wasn't. For those first two periods, man, I actually thought that this was it. We weren't like dominating the Leafs by like any means, but you know what? We had a lead. We had something going into that third period. So a lot to talk about here. So let's dive right in. So talking about the goals right here. The first one for us, Jonathan Marchessault. Right here, he does his best, dude. Perfect impression right here with. Not just the goal, excuse me, but a trick shot right here. He banks the puck off of the wall, and speaking of wall, he couldn't find it, and then Jonathan, he finds it himself and scores, and we have a great start to the game. We score 1-0. That's been a common theme, not just us losing, but a common theme throughout all these games is that we have scored first. We've scored first in 5 of our last 6. And for Jonathan, this was a special moment for him. Excuse me. With this goal, Jonathan Marchessault, he reached 500 points. Good for him, breaking a 4-game drought. So yeah, like a big momentum boost for us in the second period. Because again, I said that, you know what, for these first 2 periods, we had something to build on. In this second period, look, even though that the Leafs did not score, they certainly took the fight to us. I mean, it was a physical period. Like, so many things happened. Josi he took that shot to the ribs. Blankenship, excuse me. Whew, he got that puck up to the face. And we were in a state where we were just grinding, and perhaps we were just trying to get back to the locker room because we went 14 minutes without taking a shot, which, you know what, yeah, that definitely spilled over here into the third period. So third period, on the opening shift, Leafs great puck movement here in the offensive zone. Marner finds Matthews right in front. Man, that's just too easy. Too easy. Literally, like a minute in, it feels like the Leafs tie this game. But it does not end there. 1:58 later, Leafs on the move again. Marner comes in, he passes to Matthews, and then Auston Matthews doing what he does best, just making like crazy plays. First he goes through the legs of Nyquist, and then he does it again to Saros to score again to give Toronto the first lead of the game. So when this happened, like my dad, he said right away, he was like, "Yo, you have to trip him. You have to make a penalty." Honestly, that's one of the few ways that you could beat Auston Matthews if he's doing crazy stuff like this, going through people's legs twice. I mean, that's what you got. That's what you got to do. Honestly, I'd rather be on the penalty kill than let Matthews score that goal again. So on the third Leafs goal, this is where just disaster struck right here. So Predators go on the power play. And yes, while the game itself, at that moment, it was not going our way. But I thought to myself, you know what? Like, we're on the power play. You know, we have something. We have a chance to tie this game and get right back in it. However, the penalties start to come in. Steven Stamkos, 310. He has a 2-minute minor for tripping Mitch Marner. And then 434, Marchessault, he gets a 2-minute minor for tripping against Mitch Marner. Stamkos and Marchessault both called for the same penalty against the same player. So Leafs have a 5-on-3, and folks, like, you knew and I knew that they were going to score on this. Marner passes to Kreis, and then, Knies. See that? It's the sleep, man. This Preds team is killing me. So Knies, there we go. He has a behind-the-legs pass to Nylander, who, of course, scores. 3 goals for Toronto in the span of 4 minutes and 35 seconds. So, yeah, that sucks. Predators' fourth line, they do come back to make this a game. They get on the forecheck. Carrier takes a shot. Jankowski picks up the rebound and scores his first of the year. I do commend our fourth line for, like, fighting back and like, making this a 1-goal game. Maybe we could have tied it. Man, we were, like, wall. Oh, man, we not just in that sequence in the final, like, minute of the third period, but, you know, like, we took it to wall, you know, also in that first period as well, but, you know, like, we just could not get that game tying goal, and the Leafs win. So, you know, I've been talking about common themes right here, and one that has been coming up is that, you know, we show fight at the start of games and right at the very end, but not much in the middle. You know, like, we've given up, like, we would score first, and then we would let the other team just get right back in it. And here's the same case, where we score first, right? And then in the second period, it was like Toronto, like, they're kind of starting to find their groove. And then third period, they just put it all on us. But then right toward the very end, we showed fight. So I'll put it like this, you know? Like, you can have 2 buns, but if you don't have a patty in between them, that's not a burger. We need to have a fight in the middle. Like Andrew Brunette, I think he said it best. Will it, not hope it. That's what we need to do here. And, you know, I was looking on Instagram, and I saw something that did kind of break my heart. But, you know, this needs to be said to give the Predators, if they don't know already, some form of an idea on how bad our offense has been so far. So, this year, in the 2024-25 year, the average goals per game that we've gotten is 2.31. That is 4th worst in the history of our franchise. We have been around since 1998. This season, 4th worst goals per game. Saros has been playing great, you know? Like, he is fine. That's not what I'm worried about. I'm worried about this. Like, about our offense. Granted, you know, we've been through a grind. We played some of the top teams in this league. The Devils, the Avs, the Wild, the Leafs. It has been a grind for us. But you know what? If we are to become elite Stanley Cup contenders, like, these are the teams that we are going to have to play. And these are the teams that we are going to have to beat. So, overall for us, hopefully, you know, again, we show great fight at the start and right at the very end, but it's that middle section. It's that second period, really, where we have to just keep establishing our fight and our game. Hopefully we can do that against the Habs and finally get back on the win track. But fans, that is going to do it for this post-game reaction. Thank you all so much for watching. If you all enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button, click that bell, and you can join our fanatic army. And a hearty salutes to all of you as always, and I hope that all of you have a fantastic day. Good play!